Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the morning show. How is everyone doing today? Seems like winter is trying to come back. It started to snow this morning. So let's see the crystal's message for today. And for today, the main card, we have the Jade. Jade is a crystal for meditation. It gives us joy from the depths of our soul, imparts a peaceful feeling, and harmonizes and renews our thoughts. It lets gratitude and awakening pleasure grow as a response to nature. In this way, it refreshes and renews our emotional life. Now let's see how the numerology for today looks like. Today is a number 1, which is the number of independence and new beginnings. You will find yourself having a great ambition and a strong drive for success. You may easily become frustrated with the routine, and creativity is one of the biggest points of focus today. As a full date, today is a number 9, which is also the number of endings and new beginnings, and it stands for compassion and creativity. You may feel attracted to the arts, and you will feel highly creative. Crystals recommended for today are celestite, iolite, and cat's eye. Now let's continue to see the full message from crystals for today. The second card we have for today is the Black Tourmaline. The Black Tourmaline gives us inspiration, self-reliance, stamina, and joy of living. It reconciles the negative forces within and around us by creating spiritual energy. It clarifies our thoughts and reconciles the spiritual with the material. Let's see the next crystal, the next card, and that is the spinel. This crystal stimulates the faculty of imagination, creativity, and willpower. We learn to accept ourselves as we are and dare to tackle new challenges. Working with this stone, we will become more knowing and purposeful. And now let's see the last card for today. And that is the Tourmaline quartz. Tourmaline quartz is the connection of black and white, earth and heaven, shadow and light. It unites opposite principles and teaches us how to balance our relationships, situations, and feelings. It shows reality, but also awakens mental perception and emotional growth. So that is all for this morning. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a blessed day, everyone. Welcome to another crystal readings time. As you are probably used to by now, in this show I offer 3 types of readings. One of them is with 1 card for general, another one is with 3 cards for past, present and future, and for 4 cards I have 2 different reading types, one of which is for situation, a situation that you might find yourself in, and the other one is for a relationship. So if you would like a reading, feel free to type it into the chat, and I will proceed in pulling 1, 3, or 4 cards, depending on your choice, to see what the crystals have in store for you and what is the crystal's message in the situation you may find yourself in. Until you type in the chat your requests, I am going to pull one card as a general reading for everyone who is watching, and then we will see how many of you would like a card pulled out from the crystals deck. So the general card for all of you is Azurite. Let's see the meaning of this card and the tarot interpretation. The Azurite connects the physical with the mental and spiritual. In addition, it brings illumination to our thoughts and actions, so helping us to relinquish old thought processes and gain a deeper understanding of life. The tarot interpretation of this card is past memories, hanging on to past things, harmony, childhood, and familiarity. The shadow aspects of this card are future, plans, possibilities, and inheritance. So this has been the general card for everyone who is watching. And for the crystal deck readings, if you would like 1, 3, or 4 cards pulled out of the deck for you, it is not good to ask questions that can be answered with a yes or no answer. That particular method is good with using a crystal pendulum. As for the cards, good question models would be: what will happen if? Should I? Or what is the next step I should take? So feel free to type into the chat if you would like a reading. I am going to wait for a few moments to see if any comments come up into the chat. And as no comments show up at the moment, I'm going to proceed in pulling 3 cards from the deck to see the past, present, and future situation in the world. So let's see, the first card stands for past. The second card stands for present. And the third card stands for future. Interesting combination. Now let's see the meanings of these cards. So the first card for the past, we have Silex. Silex is an activating stone which connects with the earth and calms the restless mind. It balances out feelings which are too intense, such as anger, jealousy, and hate. It strengthens the self and its creative expression. The tarot interpretation of this card is cheerfulness, spontaneity, and willingness to experience. It may also mean an event that brings changes, letting yourself be guided by intuition, and freeing yourself of worries. The shadow aspects of this card are egotism, changeableness, lack of staying power, chaos, naivety, indecision, and too little trust. So this has been for the past. Now let's see. For the present, we have the snowflake obsidian, which is a good stone for finding answers to our questions by meditating with it. So when we rise to spiritual heights that are too high, the snowflake obsidian will help us find our way back. It confronts us with the truth and shows us true inner self and our shadow aspects. It identifies and purifies the emotions and brings us to reality. The tarot interpretation of this card is control by others, injury, materialism, dependence, lack of success, arrogance, moodiness, immorality, lies, and difficulties. As you can see, these are more like shadow aspects. And it can also mean going against our better knowledge, egotism and bad influences. And the light aspect of the Snowflake Obsidian card are liberation, spiritual perception, overcoming fear of freeing oneself from bonds. And now let's have a look at the future, how the future looks like. And for that we have the Sugilite, a powerful spiritual crystal. Apart from its intensive violet rays that lead us to a greater spirituality, this stone teaches us humility. It brings us into harmony with ourselves, eliminates doubt, and guides us to greater satisfaction and self-control. The tarot interpretation of this card is self-control, harmony, success, and spirit of enterprise. It may also mean balance of opposites, honor, discovering yourself through your own deeds, and finding an equilibrium between body and mind. The shadow aspects of this card are failure, mistakes, neglect, overestimation of one's own capabilities, and unclear objectives. So this has been the general 3-card reading for past, present, and future of the current situation in the world. So, as I don't see any comments into the chat, this is all for now. Thank you for watching, thank you for being here, and don't forget that I do private reading sessions as well. You can book a session with me directly by visiting my website, and don't forget that you can always show your support through PayPal. Hi, thank you for being here. I was just about to end this session. Feel free to type into the chat if you would like a reading. Welcome, Yukon Bill from Periscope. You are right on time, so to speak. So if you would like a card pulled from the deck for you, now is the time to act. As I was just about to end this session of readings. Well, this is a new show using the Tarot of Gemstones and Crystals deck. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I am going to pull one card for you for a general reading, and if you would like a more advanced reading with 3 or 4 cards, 3 representing past, present, and future, as I did the general one for the current situation in the world, and 4 cards for a situation or relationship. Feel free to send tips through PayPal. So let's see what the crystals have in store for you today. I'm going to pull one card for you from the deck. And then we will see its interpretation. Powerful card for you today. We have the Diamond. You're very welcome. Now let's have a look at its interpretation. The Diamond imparts clarity and illumination. We experience our relationship to the cosmos with it, feel harmony and closeness to God, whatever God means for you. It becomes clear to us how important each individual is in his connection to the universe. The tarot interpretation of the Diamond card is revelation, authority, advice, honor, trust, initiation, perception. It may also mean mediator between God and the human being, forbearing, forgiveness of errors, religion, and family. The shadow aspects of this card are inability, hypocrisy, impressionability, laziness, intolerance, oversensitiveness, and black magic. It may also mean use of talents to harm other people. Feel free to type into the chat if this card resonated with you. And also if you would like a deeper, more detailed reading with 3 or 4 cards. And as I said before, good questions to ask with this particular deck are not based on simple questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no, but rather questions like, what will happen if, should I, or what is the next step? So thank you for your time and thank you for being here. This was the general card for everyone who is watching, and I'm going to read its meanings again before ending this session. I see. Yep. It usually is a little of both aspects, both the good and bad, and by reflecting of the card's meaning and also the crystal's meaning, it helps us get to a better resolution of our particular situation that we find ourselves in. So let's see again the meaning of the Azurite card. The Azurite connects the physical with the mental and spiritual. In addition, it brings illumination to our thoughts and action, so helping us to relinquish old thought processes and gain a deeper understanding of life. The tarot interpretation of this card is past memories, hanging on to past things, harmony, childhood, and familiarity. And the shadow aspects are future, plans, possibilities, and inheritance. Some cards of this deck have shadow aspects, and some other cards have light aspects because the crystals represented in the cards, in those particular cards, have more shadow aspects in their tarot interpretation. Yes, exactly. We need to center ourselves, and crystals gives us the messages we need in order to focus on the solutions of the particular processes or problems or situations that we might find ourselves in. This is an unscheduled show, so I might be popping in later, as I don't yet have a fixed schedule for this show. I do, however, have other shows at fixed times, especially during the weekends. And if you are interested in learning more about crystals, on Saturday I have my crystal coaching show where I speak about the qualities, metaphysical qualities and healing power of crystals. And on Sundays I have the Healer Unleashed show, in which I talk about healing and I perform a healing session at the end of each episode. And to see what times are the shows available, feel free to visit my website, as there I have countdowns to each one of the shows, each one of the scheduled shows. Not yet for the crystal readings time. And in the mornings, I have the morning show where I pull a few cards out from the deck to see the crystal message for the day, as well as we look at the general aspect of the numerology for the day. Thank you for following, and I am happy to have you here at any time. Feel free to join my other shows as well, and if you would like a private session, feel free to book through my website. And on my website you can have your own free numerology report, and if you are interested to see what the numbers tell you daily, there is a link on the website where you can check your daily numerology every day. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for watching. And I will see you next time. Have a blessed day, everyone.